I think we need more thinking.
The Nuggets take on the Kings for the first game of a 4-game homestand. What happened? Let's find out. You're listening to CS 105.1, where I talk about the Nuggets with good vibes. Let's get it.
Let's try to get healthy. Let's stay together. And if we can do that, we put ourselves in a good situation.
How's it going, everyone, and welcome. I'm CS Chandler here for another take of Nuggets basketball. Well, I actually don't really have too much of a take tonight because I am very upset, y'all. I am I'm pissed. I am super pissed. You know why? Because in my area where I live, they apparently black out freaking Kings games. And so I don't get a chance tonight, or I didn't get a chance to check out the Nuggets versus Sacramento Kings, the first game of this homestand. And I was so looking forward to having a game to wash out that horrible ending of the Trailblazers game, and I didn't get it. I just I did everything that everyone else does, and for some reason it doesn't work for me. I did the VPN. I even located it so that it's in Dallas or in Denver or in Chicago. Anywhere I would put it, it would still locate me here and say I couldn't watch anything with the Kings. I had to get the NBC Bay Area shit, and so I'm super pissed. I even purchased a couple of subscriptions that I didn't need to. I burnt some money that I didn't need to, and especially because I couldn't even get the games. And so I'm so pissed, y'all. I am so pissed, especially to see Jokic's best point scoring game was tonight. 34 points, 7 rebounds, 14 assists, a near triple double, his almost 5th triple double, and to see them battle against Brodie, I'm pissed. I'm glad that I'll be able to watch the Miami game on Wednesday, but come on. Like, that's just stupid. That is so freaking stupid. I'm so freaking irritated by all of the shit that you have to go through to watch a game. I mean, okay, you want to have 7 different platforms. That's fine. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. But then you have blackout games where then you have to purchase another freaking streaming platform. Oh my God, it's just too much. It's too much. Have 3 platforms that you pay a fee for, and that's more doable. But to black out games, like if it's on League Pass for anyone else, it should be on League Pass for everyone. And if it's not on League Pass and it's blacked out or going somewhere else, like on Prime or whatever, you should be able to watch it then on Prime. Everyone should have the same accessibility to these games as everyone else does. It's just, oh my God, that irritates me. That irritates me so much. I really, really wanted. And then I thought, okay, well, maybe I'll watch the highlights. The highlights are 2 minutes. I barely saw anything in those highlights. And I'm not going to be one of those podcasters that gives highlight takes on highlights. I'm just not going to do that. That's not what I want to build this platform on. So that really just sucks. I lost out all on that game. So I'm sorry if y'all are hoping to see my takes on this game. I have 0 takes. I couldn't even give any input in the DNVR podcast tonight. Like they were chatting and I was like, I have no idea what happened. I don't know. Like I saw the score going up and everything. I know that they won and I know that they were doing really well because I saw the play-by-play and everything, but so irritated. But I did see that DNVR put up a little video of Brodie in postgame, and he kind of broke down, or blatantly broke down just kind of what happened at the end of the season. So if you don't really know, the Nuggets didn't want him back. They intentionally told him to not pick up the vet minimum that they were offering him because they already told him that they weren't going to use him. So he said that I don't go anywhere where I'm not wanted. And that's really unfortunate. I mean, I get that the front office was already kind of constructing a different viewpoint of how they can utilize Jokic in this next season and maximize the time that they have with him. And so they wanted to place a different bunch of, players around him. And Russ didn't fit the mold for that. but as a fan, like, that just sucks. We really needed Russ's energy. We still do. I mean, I love Brucey B, and I think he gives us a decent amount of energy, but no one matches Brodie's energy. No one matches it, especially in the Clippers playoffs game, even the OKC games. Like, he was it for us. We probably win the Clippers because of his energy. Like, I know they all played decently well, but not really. You know, we relied a lot on the clutch in those games, but Brodie's energy, the way he attacked the ball and disrupted James Harden off the dribble and everything, it's unfortunate that they weren't able to come to some kind of way of fitting him into the mold, but I know he just doesn't really fit too much in this new Nuggets era, and it sucks, but I'm glad that he's still playing in the NBA and he's not like overseas or whatever, and I'm sure he didn't really want to go overseas, but and it's also, you know, like, it's difficult to feel bad for anyone who makes millions and millions of dollars, but as a player that you tend to come into some kind of connection because you like their way of playing or their energy or their attitude or their persona and everything. I feel bad for him and everything. I know he probably wouldn't even care, but I'm glad that I got to see him in the locker room the first game that I covered for the DNVR end of last season. So, but so I don't really have a lot of takes on this game. I know that Cam Johnson shot 10 points. I mean, we can do that. Why don't we just go over the stats for this game? Because if you watched it, you already know, but we'll go over the stats for this game. So Cam Johnson played 29 minutes tonight, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. He was 5 for 12 from field, and then 0 for 5 from 3, which is not great. The whole point that you have Cam Johnson is so that he can pick up the 3 ball, and he's just not picking up the 3 ball ever since he got in, and I don't know what else the Nuggets can do because they're leaving him wide open. Obviously, like, the whole point is to draw the attention with Jokic and Murray, and yet he's not knocking down the shots that he should be knocking down, and that's really frustrating. But it is nice to see that he has 10 points tonight at least, you know, got in the double digits. Every starter got in the double digits tonight. He had even a steal, so he is playing some decent defense there tonight. He didn't shoot a free throw. He had 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls, which, you know, I'll take the 2 personal fouls over the 5 that he's been kind of averaging almost this season and preseason. And he was also a plus 11. So Aaron Gordon had a much better night tonight, which, again, also irritates me that I didn't get to see Mr. Nugget play well. AG played for 30 minutes tonight. He had 20 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. He was 6 for 11 from field, 3 for 6 from 3. He had 5 out of 6 free throws, and 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls, was a plus 5. Nikola Jokic played 36 minutes tonight. I already read you the first 3 at 34, 7, and 14. He also had 4 steals. Are you kidding me? 2 blocks. Like, come on. This was the game to wash out that horrible loss. Freaking blackout. I hate those blackouts, man. If anyone knows how to actually get the VPN to work so that I can watch some of these games, I'd really appreciate, you know, let me know in the comments here, because I have a NordVPN and it just isn't working. NBA app already knows that there's like a fake blocker or whatever, and so it goes around it itself. So I need some help on trying to get that so that I can watch these future games here. If you know how, please, I appreciate it. So Nikola Jokic was 14 for 22 from field. He was 4 for 10 from 3. So he took a lot of threes, 10 threes, goddamn. 2 for 3 in free throws. He had 1 turnover, 3 personal fouls, was a plus 18. Christian Brown also had a better game, and I missed it. 31 minutes, 21 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. He was 7 for 10 from field, 1 for 3 from 3, 6 for 9 from free throws. He had 0 turnovers, 3 personal fouls, was a plus 21. He was the highest plus of all the team members tonight. Jamal Murray played 32 minutes, was questionable leading in with the calf strain, but he played anyways and made 15 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. The funny thing here, if you read up, there are 3 players that made 7 rebounds tonight. AG, Jokic, and Murray all had 7 rebounds. That's kind of fun to watch or look at. But I would have liked Jokic to have made 10, so he got that triple-double. But Murray also had 1 block. He was 6 for 17 from field, 0 for 5 from 3, 3 for 3 from free throw, 2 turnovers, 0 personal fouls, was a +1. And all that just tells me is that calf is bothering him. And maybe he should have sat out. I think he should have sat out. And maybe you sit him out when it comes Saturday against the Pacers. Or maybe even against the Heat, to be honest, I know the Heat are better. They are a better team this year than they were last year, but still, I mean, there's got to be a game here where you sit him out and let him just kind of recoup that calf there, because as we've seen with AG, it's gonna follow him throughout the rest of the season, and I don't want him blowing his calf in the first or second round of the playoffs, especially when we are the second highest rated team to win the championship right now, and we need him. We need Jamal. Like I'm more on the end of make Jamal healthy so we can win the chip over get Jamal a All-Star. I care less about the All-Star, more about the chip. So then we have bench. Brucey B was the biggest bench showing up person tonight. He played 22 minutes, 13 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. He was 5 for 10 from field, 2 for 2 from 3 points, 1 for 1 from free throws, and then 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls, was a -5. Also, Tim Hardaway Jr. had 1 steal, which is pretty awesome. Peyton Watson had 1 steal. Peyton Watson didn't make any points tonight, which is unfortunate. And then Valanciunas got a steal and 2 blocks tonight. So overall stats, the Nuggets had 40 rebounds to their 47. God damn, that was all Sabonis. Sabonis and Westbrook. Man, Sabonis had 17 and Westbrook had 12. Like, that's crazy. And then 33 assists to their 27. We had 9 steals to their 5. We had 5 blocks to their 1. We shot 51% from field. They shot 52%. We shot 31% from 3. They shot 33%. And then we shot 75% from free throws. They shot 84%. We had 7 turnovers. They had 15. We had 18 personal fouls. They had 24. The 7 turnovers is great. And I was watching a little bit of Adelman to the team if you look at the social media, and they posted that locker room talk with him, he already kind of marked that out, that even though, they might have had 7 turnovers, and that's a low number, but the ones that they had were you shouldn't be turning the ball over. I don't know, because I didn't watch the game. I couldn't watch it. So, but we'll see if that gets, if I can find a way. And again, if you know any way to fix the VPN for me so that I can actually watch it, I know I have NordVPN. I have the Prime subscription of it, so I should have my own IP address, and yet it's not working for me. So if you know how, please let me know. I don't really have a big take for this one, because that just I typically need to build my big takes off of watching the game. If I don't watch the game, I don't really have a big take. All I have are these stats to look after. I mean, it's great to see that Jokic had a lot of impact point-wise, but at the same time, when he has a lot of impact on the point-wise, that means that he's taking over and the team isn't showing up. And when I see the bench didn't really show up except for Brucey B. So that kind of tells me that he had to step in, and I don't like that. The fact that there was only a 9-man rotation tonight is not really cool. I would like to see, especially if you're taking on a team that you're in the lead the most of the time, that you use a Spencer Jones, you use a Pickett or even a Zeke Naji at times. You don't need to play Zeke Naji at the 5. In fact, he is only good as a 4, a 3 or 4. Make him that. Don't ever play him as the 5. I don't ever want to see Zeke Naji as a 5 again if we can help it. If you're going to play someone in the 5 other than Valanciunas as a backup, then you play Moses Brown. Like, that's just like clear cut. I don't understand why that's not more clear cut. And maybe, Adelman knows something that I don't. Obviously he does, but that's probably my biggest take, is just that it looks like Jokic had to show up where he shouldn't have had to show up. And that's a pretty awesome stat line. 34, 7, 14 with 4 steals and 2 blocks. Man, highlight for Jokic tonight. So also great to see that Christian Brown is starting to show up. I know he was a little gutted about the free throws, missing the free throws tonight. So hopefully he can turn that around. And then Aaron Gordon with 20 points is awesome. Hopefully he's on the rebounding of the bad games right now too, and getting better after, because he had that one great 50 ball. So we need a couple of more 30 balls. Maybe he gets the all-star. I'm okay with Aaron Gordon gets the all-star, and then you pair him with Jokic there, and then Murray's just healthy and gets us through to the finals. That's what I would really love. And I also noticed that now, if you look at the standings, the Oklahoma City Thunder, the Dust Bunnies, as I like to call them, are the only team left with a winning streak. They have a 7-game winning streak. They have not lost a single game. And I think that's unfair because they've only played easy teams. The only one that you could say was relatively difficult was against the Rockets, and the Rockets haven't really been doing well themselves. They're still getting things together, and so the fact is that they really haven't played a team that's really challenged them, and it's just unfortunate they're giving everything to the Dust Bunnies that they can to make sure that they're the best that they can be, and they don't care about these other teams. But we also had a decently easy route ourselves, and we lost to the Trailblazers, but the Trailblazers are good. I'll stand by that. And then the Golden State Warriors are good, but the Golden State Warriors have gone on some pretty bad losses lately. They lost to the Pacers recently. They are the Pacers' first and only win. And so that's unfortunate for them, but fortunate for Pacers. I don't mind the Pacers. I think the Pacers are fine. They're a hardworking team. I like TJ on there. So, but that's pretty much all I got. I know it's a short episode tonight, so hopefully on Wednesday I'll be back when the Nuggets take on the Miami Heat with some more things to say. I don't really have a lot to say other than screw that freaking NBC base sports shit. I don't like it. I don't like being able not being able to watch the games for these things. It's just, it's so irritating. But hope you enjoyed the little episode I got here. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe. Share it to your friends and family. And if you feel gracious enough to give me a little donation, the link is in the bio as well as in the description of this post. Can maybe help me figure out this whole thing with the Bay Area sports issues. But you've been listening to CS 105.1, where I talk about the Nuggets with good vibes. We'll catch you later.